Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. Liftoff.
Today the Hierophant is the focus of your journey through the major arcana. The events you're about to see took place in 1974, before tarot became part of my world, though of course their archetypal energies were well and truly operating. Since producing the first Hierophant video in 2006, I've come to experience this card's energy in a different way. Before showing you that shift, let's look at the energy of the card and at how I experienced it in 1974. The Hierophant sits high above two disciples who kneel before him. The two crossed keys at his feet suggest he can open the door to the secrets of the universe. However, the grey pillars on either side of him represent the boundaries of society, the boundaries set by his own belief system. The Hierophant can represent a teacher, priest or guru in your life, someone whose view of the world you follow. However, if he is truly a teacher, he will allow you to challenge his doctrine, to question whether it is the right spiritual path for you. When the Hierophant appears in your cards, you need to take responsibility for your own spiritual development. You're being asked to question the doctrines you have grown up with, cultural or religious. If you don't, you run the risk of allowing the beliefs of others to dictate your behaviour.
Bendito sea el Espíritu Santo Consolador.
Bendito sea el nombre de María Virgen y Madre.
Bendito sea el nombre de María Virgen.
In 1974, I travelled outside Australia for the first time, to England, where I arrived eager to see the mother country. At school I had learned English history and read the great English authors. No wonder I expected to feel perfectly at home. The reality was something else altogether. It was culture shock. If you're in a country where people speak another language, you expect to feel like a foreigner. When they speak the same language, but live by a different set of rules, you're all at sea. You're face to face with the Hierophant, who's asking you to work out who you are, to take responsibility for your own spiritual development. I was living in a conservative academic environment and felt like an alien as I tried to make polite conversation with people who spoke in condescending tones to me, the little upstart from the colonies. Looking back on that year, the Hierophant was everywhere, asking me to challenge the cultural values of the so-called mother country. My answer to the Hierophant was an emphatic no. I rejected the notion that I was a disciple at the feet of high priests in the country of my ancestors. Another country was my home, and its cultural values were more important to me. Back home in Australia in 1974, the Hierophant was evident in the guise of the Whitlam Labor government. Their program of reform had been challenging the principles and values Australians had accepted as gospel over the preceding 23 years of Conservative rule. In the 1974 snap election, Whitlam was returned with the slimmest of margins, showing just how difficult it is for people to heed the Hierophant's message, to challenge long-held beliefs. Let's fast forward to 2013, when a series of events led me to abandon behaviour patterns that no longer served any purpose, leaving room for the universe to bring in something better. You can find the full story of that experience in the video on the Hanged Man. With regard to the Hierophant, those events in 2013 meant that my ancestral time frame suddenly went from 200 to 2000 years. I realised my connection with Britain was pre-Christian and knew that I had to follow a Druid path. I joined the training course offered by the Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids and felt that I had come home, that I had found my tribe. Not surprisingly, the Hierophant appears in the context of my involvement with the spiritual pilgrimages offered by Gothic Image Tours in the UK. For example, a week before the first Tarot Magic in Merlin's Britain tour in 2017, I asked my Tarot Nav GPS about the outcome of this adventure and how it would contribute to my own journey. I talk about cards in the whole layout in the video on the world. Here I'm just looking at the key answer card and 3 cards I selected to provide a fuller picture. As the answer to the question, the Two of Wands indicated that the groundwork for success was in place. It was now time for me to move forward and explore new possibilities. The 3 clarifying cards spelled it out. Spiritual pilgrimages, the Hierophant, which provide the opportunity for people to embark on a quest to find their own Holy Grail, the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is steady and reliable. He knows how to work patiently and realistically towards his goals. As part of the answer to my question, he was reminding me about the hard work and planning that goes into creating soul journeys that allow people to connect with the spirit of ancient sacred sites and enchanted landscapes. The tour was a great success and the energy of the Two of Wands took over immediately.